Hello there, it's your old pal, Karl Welshman, and today we're talking about my very own sausages. Now, you may have seen on my channel that recently I posted like a really long and laborious selection of videos where I was making sausages. They're not there as a tutorial or anything like that. It's just I wanted to share a little bit of an insight into the sausage making process. There might be a few tips and tricks along the way, and I'm happy to answer any questions from my own experience of sausage making if anyone's got any. But otherwise, I just did them for a bit of fun, just to share with you out there, my old friends. As I was making the sausages, there was a little bit of a crossover. And what I mean by that is I was making pork and leek, cheese and jalapeno, and I was pumping the pork and leek sausage mix through the old sausage stuffer, and it came a point where there was a bit of crossover because I wanted to then make the chili and cheese, and as I was pumping out the chili and cheese there was still a bit of pork and leek left in the stuffer, and what I was left with was this beautiful little baby here, which is what I like to call a Franken sausage. So we've got a mix of the chili and cheese and leek sausage here. I've not tried any of my sausages yet, so what you're about to see is a very candid and honest video of the sausages and this Franken sausage and the flavours. First of all, appearance, it looks great. It didn't split. Got a little bit of leakage at the end there. That's because of the cheese, but other than that, it was great. So let's dive in. Okay, we've got mostly chili and cheese here. You can see a little bit of cheese. You can really smell the garlic. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's beautiful. Now initially I was getting the chili and cheese sausage, but it was this little hint of leek that came in at the end, but whew, that's spicy. That's spicy. I'm just cutting this. If you haven't seen the process of me making the sausages, have a little scoot round on the channel, and you should find a video or about 12 videos where I was making the sausages. So good, so good. So I reduced the amount of salt when I was making these sausages, because usually when you're making sausages it's a really high amount. As a standard, you would start off at around 18 grams of salt per kilogram, which is pretty mad. I went for 14 to 16, I think. And it's got a good enough salt hit in there. I believe this is mostly chili now than leek. I'm not really getting the leek as expected. If you've got a sausage which has got a mix of jarred jalapenos in the mince and fresh chilies and paprika, you're not really going to taste much humble leek. There is a little bit in the back there, but like I said, Franken sausage. This is two sausages that have combined. It's almost like a pork and leek sausage and a cheese and jalapeno sausage got together, fucked, and made this. I was going to say monstrosity, but it's delicious. Oh, a little bit of, you little, can't even see. There you go. A little bit of chili in there and super juicy. Super juicy. I'd say my only disappointment would be, I think, because of all the cheese melting. I need to find cheese, they call it high temperature cheese. I need to find high temperature cheese so that I can cook with it and it doesn't just all melt out. But in saying that, it's gone into the sausage and made it really juicy, and you get like little hints of cheese in there. It's fantastic. A little bit of sausage on the work surface. fan-bloody-tastic. These sausages here are absolutely perfect if you're Karl Welshman and you've made sausages and you wanted to make tasty sausages. You simply spend hours and hours preparing and making sausages, eat them, and then you've made delicious tasty sausages and you're Karl Welshman. But if you're not Karl Welshman, you're someone else. Karl Welshman, his delicious Franken sausage combination of leek, jalapeno and cheese. There was only a little bit of leek in there. You get yourself a fucking 10 out of 10, right? Like I said though, if you haven't seen them already, have a look at the other sausage making videos just to see all the hard work I put into making these bastards.